So tomorrow, October the 18th, is Anti-Slavery Day. So a day that is set up in order to raise awareness around slavery and human trafficking. We were really fortunate at this month's Asia FFE to have a member of the Serious Organised Crime Policy team speak to us about human trafficking and slavery. And whilst a lot of the content that was being shared made for really uncomfortable listening, I think what it brought home to us at FinTrail and the FFE members was how rife this issue is even today.
Yeah, I think the FFE found it really interesting, and what I sort of took away from it was the unseen nature of it.
Yeah.
It's very easy to understand that sexual exploitation is part of this human trafficking, but that's, for this region, is probably about a quarter, and the rest of that is your work gangs, forced servitude, which in the UK there's things like Stop the Traffic where that can be easily reported, but I don't think those mechanisms are out here in this region.
Yeah, and I think what was also quite interesting, and something that we've tried to touch on in the blog that we've written, is the role that FinTech has to play in identifying this typology, but also the impact that it's having in terms of maybe even the rise in the rate of slavery.
Yeah, absolutely. I think FinTech can play a really pivotal role in combating modern slavery, but that's on the premise that FinTechs are doing the due diligence they need to make sure that they're not actually just creating a new channel whereby payments relating to slavery can actually be processed more efficiently.
So what we've tried to also include in the blog, because we fully recognise that identifying this typology is complex. The geographical nature of the issue makes it challenging. The number of people that can be involved also make it difficult. So some of the things that we've seen through our client engagements is looking at victim accounts. So looking at random transactions to an individual account from various locations and individuals that then go out to a single point of contact. Transactions that tend to be quite cash heavy are worth sort of investigating. But also something that maybe sometimes is overlooked is the critical role that the ID and V process can play. So actually looking at the selfies that are taken as part of the onboarding process allows you in some cases to identify if someone has been coerced or is subject of abuse in some way.
Yeah. I think at a more macro level as well, regulators really need to give FinTechs the time to find out ways to address modern slavery. There's this idea that certainly, kind of de-risking your entire client population because of modern slavery would actually be a good thing, but actually, industry bodies on modern slavery talk about how that actually might proliferate more modern slavery.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want more details on this, please do check out our latest blog. If you've got any questions, please do reach out to us.